What about the link, though?
Oh, that's tweeted too.
Oh, all right.
Oh.
But you can retweet it.
Jordan, there's something on your head.
Okay, anyways.
Where?
So, a Perrier
Right
ad.
But, okay, a little to the left.
My left or your
Left.
screen left or
I don't even know.
Stage
Jordan.
left.
stage left? Oh
Yeah.
my god! I
Due
don't know
east
what that means.
as the crow flies.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Straight up.
There, yes. See it?
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. Okay. What about now?
I think so. There's a fan on your head.
No. Again?
What are you still confused, Josh?
I'm very confused.
What are you confused about?
What's the matter?
Okay, so a Perrier ad came up on my face pages. And so I asked him why. So I said, "Why don't we have mint in America?" Because
I only drink Perrier.
in Perrier they have a mint flavored Perrier. Or in Haiti they have a mint flavored Perrier, and it's really fucking good. Anyways, Perrier responded and said, "We do have lemon menta in the U.S., Josh." It sounds like they're talking down to me.
Josh,
if you don't see it where you shop, we suggest
maybe you should look
asking
harder,
the
you
store
fuck.
manager if they can make it available to you. You could also consider ordering it from our Ready Refresh delivery service. And it's the San Pellegrino bullshit. It's not fucking one.
And there he goes. Perrier just pulled the plug on Josh.
it's ringing in my ear again. Nobody else?
No.
She just tried to call again. Anyways, but it's not Perrier.
She's like a ghost in our phones or something. I don't know what this is.
Why is her? Oh, you know what? Hold on. I'm gonna invite her the same way I invite Jordan. I didn't think about that. Okay, Josh, keep reading.
I'm just confused why Perrier would send me to fucking buy a product from another company.
Because they're probably all under the same company.
Oh, I guess so. San
2018, like ABC owns everything, I guess.
Snapper? Is that what I said?
Red Snapper.
Oh, the Red Snapper. That was a UHF quote.
Sorry, I'm retweeting with comment.
This is a disaster already.
Well, every goddamn episode's a disaster. Why should this one be any different?
Because it's the 21st disaster hour.
Oh, Jesus.
I feel like we've done a lot more disaster hours, but we're only up to 21.
Really?
Yeah.
That's all?
Yeah. I feel like we could do more. We could do so much more, guys.
How many viewers do we have?
Mint.
We have, if you take the number 10, but remove the 1, we have
9.
No, just not remove 1, remove the 1, leaving only the 0.
So, 8?
Oh, if you turn it on its side and add another one.
So while we're waiting for Shane, this is slightly on topic. I went to my buddy's house, and I kind of got back into collecting Transformers, and I've been buying some here and there consistently.
Kind of consistently.
Yeah, I got a new one the other day.
You're buying one right now, aren't you?
No.
I bet you are.
Shut up, Jake.
There.
Anyway, I went to my buddy's house, and he's got way more of a collection than I do. But we were talking about old '80s toys, and we started to look them up on eBay, and we were trying to figure out what would be the most expensive '80s toy to collect in the package, like if it was unopened. And we kind of went down this rabbit hole, and I remembered this toy line that apparently had a cartoon that I don't remember watching, and it was called Computer Warriors, but the toys really had nothing to do with computers. Like the toys looked like everyday objects, but they could kind of unfold or open up, and they would turn into like an escape pod or a tank or something. It was really weird. Like I distinctly remember when I was a kid, I had it looked like a Pepsi can, but the Pepsi can would like split down the middle and open up, and then like a little like seat with wings would fly out of it. Do you guys remember that at all?
No.
No.
Well, like I remember, like McDonald's Happy Meal toys like that, where it was like the box of fries, but they're just like Transformers.
No, like I distinctly remember like one of the toys was a soccer ball that turned into a tank, and I think one of them actually was like a computer that, like in one of those old Apple Macintosh computers that just kind of unfolded into a battle station or something. Like they weren't as intricate as Transformers were, but
So, were they better than GoBots?
I mean, nothing's better than GoBots.
Wait, how does your scale work? Because on my spectrum,
Hold on, no, funny story.
The McDonald's Happy Meal changers were better than GoBots.
The McDonald's Happy Meal changers were better than Transformers, and you know it.
Well, speaking of the topic, I guess I actually went out and I hunted for the GoBots on DVD, and you can only get them from the Warner Archive website. So it's only print on demand. Like they'll sell it to you, but they won't print them in mass quantities. So it's like, oh hey, some dipshit in Atlanta, Georgia wants this GoBots DVD. Let's just burn it to a disc and print out some shitty artwork.
It's gonna be like
mail it to them.
Walmart purchased DVD-Rs, like they're not even gonna put a label on it.
Right.
Just written
Hold
in
on.
Sharpie.
Actually, hold on. Let me go grab it real quick. I'll even show it to you for the people who are watching on YouTube.
Oh,
Wait,
For the nobody.
What?
Sheena, you're here.
I've been here
The whole time.
Yeah, here you
the
go.
whole time, just part of the time.
So they just printed out this artwork, and then they just give you this generic. I say generic, but they like just screen printed artwork on a DVD-R. And
I feel like I bought those things like that at the discount bookstore.
You probably
Like
bought
on a big rack.
Probably.
All I heard was big rack.
Can I make a big rack joke or no?
No.
Okay, I won't. It's gonna.
Leave the big racks at the discount bookstore alone.
Look at those.
Jordan, nobody wants GoBots.
No, shut up. I'm not done talking about it. And when I watched it, I was surprised at how not as terrible it was.
No,
I thought it was gonna be like Thundercats level terrible, like rewatching as an adult. But I was kind of surprised that it was pretty decent for 1983.
So
what
was it? He-Man level terrible?
See, I think He-Man's better than Thundercats.
I feel like we're stepping on toes here already.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Off my toes.
I would probably say it's on par with He-Man. Like, it's not.
What about what was it? Was the fucking Silver Hawks or Space Hawks or
Silverhawks? No, those are what sting Jake.
Where do they belong in this list?
I don't remember the Silverhawks themes.
They were just Space Thundercats.
Wasn't Thundercats Space Thundercats?
But they lived on ground.
They were from outer space.
The Silverhawks lived in space. They had like a spaceship and all that shit.
Oh, so it was like the difference between the Flintstones and the Jetsons. Same world,
Yeah.
just one was up higher.
Pretty much.
It's true.
We're moving that direction right now, so.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. The plot of Elysium, remember that movie? It's the same plot as the Flintstones Flintstones Jetsons movie.
So if that were the case, so this raises an important question. If the Flintstones and the Jetsons are indeed part of the same continuity or exist at in the same time, does it
there was
take
a
place?
Flintstones Jetsons movie.
That's what I'm saying.
So hold on though. But does it take place in the past and the Jetsons are just highly advanced, or does it take place in the future and there are fucking dinosaurs in the future?
What? Who on the Flintstones was fucking dinosaurs?
Dino and all of their fucking machines.
Well, Dino was a dinosaur. Who you said they were fucking? You asked if they were fucking dinosaurs in the future.
Yeah, because Fred drives a dinosaur forklift. Have you not seen an episode of the Flintstones before?
He's using it as a verb,
but never showed him fucking a dinosaur.
What happened to Shayna?
Where did Shayna go?
We lost her at fucking dinosaurs.
We need to go to the PTC and see if she's at the Lost and Found.
No, we got to email them.
Yeah, we can't go there anymore. We just have to register our lost Shayna.
Huh? Is that how you register? Is that how you find your child? You lose your child now?
Yeah, you just touch the buttons on your magic band. This is not our Disney show, guys.
Oh.
Yeah, God.
What? So speaking of which, I think this is going to be a long topic. Guys, I'm going to call this our most ambitious disaster hour yet. But
I think all of our disasters are pretty ambitious.
No, this is going to be far more ambitious because we're going to have clips. So anyone watching on YouTube might want to tune into the actual podcast because there are not going to be clips on here. This will be a highly edited.
So are you going to edit them in, or are you going to edit them at the end?
I was going to edit them out.
No, like when we mention it.
So right now I could say. So I could say.
Mention a cartoon, I'm just going to cut it out. You have to guess what we're talking about.
This is going to be a good discussion for the listener.
Be like, hey, do you remember the Dino Saucers theme song?
Well, okay, if we just
and then you would just edit it in right now.
And then it's going to come on abruptly and very loud, much louder than we are. So you have to turn your volume down really quick, and you're like, "Oh shit!"
That was my '80s cartoon, Ace in the Hole. By the way, it's anytime I get a chance to mention Dino Saucers in a conversation, I do.
Well, there's a good chance that the listener just heard the theme song.
Yeah.
I hope you're happy, Duncan.
I've never fucking heard of the dinosaurs.
Yeah, I have no idea what dinosaurs are. No clue.
Get the fuck out of here. What?
Okay, it sounds like some bullshit Cajun stuff.
No, get the fuck out of here.
What are the dinosaurs?
Spicy dinosaurs.
The dinosaurs are...
Did they have a cereal? Like, was there a dinosaur cereal?
No, I don't even think the cartoon lasted longer than one season. They were giant dinosaurs that came from outer space, but they walked upright like humans. And, well, obviously dinosaurs because they came from flying saucers.
You've lost
I don't remember. I don't remember too many details on the cartoon, but I do know that the good guys were like the herbivores. What, Annie?
Did they wear clothing?
Yes, they did. They had like spacesuits. And the team insignias, like they had the special power where you could push the team insignia, and they would turn into the actual dinosaur version of what their anthropomorphized dinosaur would be.
What the
so they would
What
they would walk.
Fuck is this acid-induced bullshit?
It's
this
not
is
bullshit.
The 1980s, Josh.
This was animation gold. The dinosaurs are 1980s national treasure. Get the fuck out of here, Josh.
But I almost want to remember this, but it seems like something I drank away.
I hope the theme song was good. That we
Dinosaurs.
It came out around the same time as Dino Riders.
I remember Dino Riders.
Riders?
Dang it.
Yeah.
You ruined my joke.
I don't remember the theme song of Dino Riders.
Well,
I had a couple of them. I had the pterodactyl Dino Rider.
Dino Rider.
I most definitely do not remember this one.
Dinosaurs or Dino Riders?
Yes.
Okay. Glad we're on top of things.
All right, well, that's a good start to this. In case anyone's confused, we're here to talk about our favorite cartoons. What?
Mask.
Mask?
Let's just talk about Mask.
The M period, A period, S period, K period?
Yeah.
Yes.
What about math?
Math?
That theme song sucks.
Like 4 times 4 times 4?
That's 16, Annie.
I've never seen Mask.
I loved Mask. And I also remember
I can do a harder one, like what's 10 times 6?
18.
Hey, do you guys remember the theme song to Schoolhouse Rocks?
Schoolhouse Rock.
Are you going to really make me plug that one in?
But no,
well, I mean, Annie was doing
You don't
that.
have to do everything.
The only thing
Schoolhouse Rock.
The only thing I
I love doing
Mask theme song was them yelling Mask.
Like, I remember the cartoon existing.
I do math, like, as much math as I can do, I'll do.
I was never allowed to have any of those toys.
Any math?
Like calculators and stuff?
Yeah.
Protractors, you name it. Compasses.
Mm-hmm.
Those are good for when you lost in the woods.
Wait, are they compasses or compi?
No. Josh, did you actually watch Mask?
Yes.
Okay.
I thought it was better than Transformers.
Get the fuck out of
What's
here.
Mask? Not the Jim Carrey green cartoon, I take?
No, and
like
it wasn't the Cher
agency.
It wasn't the Cher movie either.
That would have been a great cartoon. That was a joke. That would not have made it a great cartoon. But I have no idea what Mask is about. So, Josh.
It's like if G.I. Joe and Transformers fucked and had a kid.
Like
yeah, that's exactly what it is, actually.
And I wanted to say it was Hasbro as well. Or wasn't it? Who makes G.I. Joe and Transformers?
That's Hasbro.
Hasbro.
Yeah. Hasbro.
All right.
Yeah, like all the vehicles were able to transform into another vehicle.
War Machine.
Yeah, like there was
there's a big semi that turned into a thing.
Is Shanna coming back?
A green motorcycle that would
She can't make it connect.
I don't know why.
It's a green motorcycle that would turn into a helicopter.
Jordan's like,
yes.
Anyway, green motorcycle.
Let's see.
No, that was Hasbro. It was Hasbro.
And I want to say, well, it was Kenner and then Hasbro.
Yes.
85 to 88.
And I want to say, like, officially, it belongs in the same movie universe as Transformers and G.I. Joe.
So Hasbro's sitting there going, like, hey, we have these two things that are pretty cool. If we just put them together and make a new thing, it's pretty cool. I'm surprised there hasn't been a movie remake of it yet.
That's probably exactly what it was.
Well, it was developed by Kenner.
Mm-hmm.
And so, when did Hasbro buy Kenner?
That would have been in the 90s? The late 90s?
Yeah.
Hold on, looking it up.
So, all right. Well, Jordan looks it up. I'm going to move on to one of my favorite theme songs from a show I don't remember. I remember watching it. I couldn't tell you what this show is about.
Was it Denver the Last Dinosaur?
It was Denver the Last Dinosaur. Wait,
what?
Yeah.
That was not planned, everybody.
No. Why did you know that?
I don't know. Like, I was just pulling stuff out of my ass, and Denver the Last Dinosaur was the one that I thought would be funniest.
I have it written down right here. What the hell? I mean, we
No,
kind of have
sorry.
dinosaurs on the brain right now, but that song is so cool.
Jordan's
Denver,
psychic.
the last dinosaur.
Huh. They're going to make a Mask movie.
Okay, well, there you go.
Yeah,
Because I
Jim
just asked
Carrey.
Not The Mask.
I saw that. Yeah.
So, yeah, like, I remember watching Denver the Last Dinosaur. No clue what it's about. I have no memory of what it's
A
about.
dinosaur.
The last one. And then it was like in modern day, there were kids. But that theme song, man, that song rocked. But that's all I got. I can't expand on Denver the Last Dinosaur. Someone else needs to talk about a theme song.
No, I don't really remember much. I just know they found him buried in his backyard or frozen in ice in his backyard or something.
So it was Encino Man?
So I was just going to say.
I think so.
It was a Brendan Fraser flick.
Yeah.
It's the same story.
That'd be awesome.
Like all this time, all these years, that theme song has stuck with me. It's so good. Love it. And I'm wildly weirded out that Jordan guessed it. I have this very long list, and I was going to start with that one. And, yeah. Well done, Jordan.
Kenner went defunct in 2000, and Kenner's product lines were merged into Hasbro's.
That counts as the late 90s. Really late 90s, though.
Yeah, the latest of the 90s.
That's when Transformers got GoBots.
No, GoBots were Tonka.
Yes, but didn't Kenner buy Tonka before they went under? I'm pretty sure that's how it worked.
Let's find out.
And while we're finding out, someone else. What was that?
Who's what?
Monster.
The monster. What was I just saying? Oh, yeah. Cartoon theme songs. Who else has got one? Annie?
Well, the first ones I wrote down was Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Hey, that's on my list, too.
Do, 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 do.
Wow, it's like you guys finish each other's
sandwiches.
Alvin and the Chipmunks.
CHIPMUN. Finish each other's chipmunks.
Remember that? I used to watch the shit out of the Chipmunks movie, like the original cartoon one, not
With
the
hot air
bullshit.
balloon and the girls.
Yeah, the Chipmunk Adventure.
Have you ever heard the chipmunks slowed down?
Yeah, it's super creepy.
I'm sending this to the group thread.
Oh, are you talking about the Patton Oswalt bit where he had the 45, the Christmas 45 of the Chipmunks on 33 RPM?
The Chipmunks put out an album of like 80s music, like it has like Walk Like an Egyptian and stuff, and somebody slowed it down to the regular speed, so it's all like slow and sort of like the wrong key. It's very weird and cool.
It's Patton Oswalt has a whole bit about how he mistakenly put his Alvin and the Chipmunks Christmas
45. That's what it's called, Sledgefest.
On 33. So it's like the Chipmunks sounded normal, but Dave sounded like a demon. Tonka was a subsidiary of Hasbro. Tonka purchased Kenner Parker. And then Tonka was acquired
What's
by
your
Hasbro.
Tonka about?
You know what this is telling me? I feel like we could do another disaster hour on 80s toys.
I mean, this is probably
80s toys.
I think we need to do one on Transformers.
Why would it be 80s toys?
I agree.
Just all toys.
No, Transformers.
That falls under the category of all toys.
We're the Chipmunks.
That's such an upbeat, like, nutty song.
I know. I noticed a lot of, like, 90s cartoon theme songs were like, we're here to make your day amazing.
Yeah.
We're going to make you smile so much.
Like, to the point where, like, the theme song might actually overshadow the actual show. Like Denver the Last Dinosaur.
Like a little too epic.
Like, I don't remember the Chipmunks cartoon being that great, but the theme song was amazing.
We're the Chipmunks.
Well, I definitely always liked the Transformers theme song.
What? I wasn't expecting that at all.
But
from you,
the movie soundtrack was way better.
Yeah,
I have the movie soundtrack on my phone.
The Michael Bay film.
No,
Linkin Park. But never mind. I was gonna say Linkin Park should stop making music, but
You sounded like the Count.
What cow?
The Count's weird little brother.
Count.
The Count.
I think you said the cow. It's like, you can't just say the cow. Cow and chicken?
What's Cow and Chicken theme song? There, you just claimed it. Now it's one of yours.
No, I don't even know what it is. I'm not putting it in. No.
I thought it was instrumental.
No one's ever gonna know because I'm not plugging in Cow and Chicken. I refuse. These are supposed to be our favorites.
Note to Jake: put in Cow and Chicken theme song here.
What about the Ren and Stimpy theme song? I loved that.
That was a good one. That was also instrumental.
I remember that one.
Beavis and Butthead's theme song.
All right, settle down. The Beavis and Butthead.
The Beavis and Stimpy theme song.
Hold on. Let's backtrack a bit to the Transformers.
Stimphead, Renbutt.
Which one did you like? Because there were 3 different ones.
I like the original one, man. The Generation 1.
Well, no, like Generation 1, each season though had a slightly different version of the theme song.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
just like Alvin and the Chipmunks.
If you go back and listen to the first season, it sounds different from the second season, and then the third season sounds completely different.
What?
Like a better recording. What is that sound? Oh, okay.
Gosh.
No,
it's not me.
I'm sorry.
Don't accuse me of doing shit that I don't do.
What you made me
do. Jordan, feel bad for Josh.
Okay.
Oh, wasn't expecting that.
Which season do you prefer, Jordan?
What?
So which season of the Transformers thing that you just brought up do you prefer?
The very first one.
I think that's the most popular one, isn't it?
Yeah, you could tell that there's a little bit of a difference because there's a little bit more guitar and like the lead guitar playing the riff from the Transformers. I'm not gonna sing it.
Were you doing the actual?
The movie version was freaking awesome though.
The hair metal version.
Yeah.
Yes. With the cool Doctor Who like cylinder. I'm not plugging this in because Jordan just did it perfectly. That was the theme song. Movies don't count anyway.
A couple weeks ago, I got bored at work, and I was actually looking up some of the bands off the Transformers animated film soundtrack. I'm like, there's no way that any of these guys have done anything. The only person that has a decent career was Weird Al.
Yep.
And that song was a year old before it even hit the soundtrack.
Stupid.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't meant to be on the soundtrack. They just decided to grab it and put it on there. But there was there were 3 bands. There was one called Spectre General. There was one called Lion, and then there was NRG, who did the Instruments of Destruction song when the Decepticons are just killing everybody. And none of these bands have done anything else. There was.
What about The Touch?
Oh, that was Stan Bush, and that man has had a 30-year career just off of that one song.
Yeah, he remade that song like not too long ago.
Yeah, and anytime they do a Transformers convention, he's always the live performance.
All right, I gotta look this up now.
No looking things up. Well, just don't play it out loud.
I'm not.
Okay, I'm moving on to my next one. Well, you looked
Dare. That's what it is.
Dare?
No, that's not it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Those were the 2 that he did.
So, does anyone remember
Dare and Touch. Yeah. Okay.
Where on earth is Carmen Sandiego?
Yes.
No, I can't find her.
No. Are you talking about the game show or the cartoon?
I'm glad you brought that up, Jordan. Because the game show had a very catchy theme song, all a cappella and everything. But that is
By
not
the
the
group
one.
a cappella?
Yes. But that's not the one I'm talking about because that was not a cartoon. And also, I like the cartoon. So the game show is where in the world is Carmen Sandiego. The cartoon is where on earth is Carmen Sandiego.
Oh.
And oh my gosh, that theme song is so intense. Because I'm writing this down as I'm talking.
The cartoon had that floating hologram head of that one guy that looked like Egon from the Ghostbusters cartoon.
Right. It was Chief. Hey, gumshoes.
Yeah, that's right.
But the cool thing about this theme song is you can't sing it by yourself. You need two people to sing this theme song. There's a lot of overlapping.
I don't remember the theme song for the cartoon.
I'm so excited for you to come back and listen to this episode then for right now. Because it is so, like, again, another example of this song completely overshadowed this show and completely, like, the show was not that great. I mean,
I remember the show came on after X-Men.
Right.
And the slot after X-Men had a consistent like revolving door of cartoons, just because everyone would change the channel after X-Men was over.
Well, when you grow up and only have the 7 channels or whatever, you just go, is it gonna be Carmen Sandiego or Eek the Cat or Bobby's World?
I had all the channels.
Did Bobby's World have a theme song?
Yeah, I actually listened to it about an hour ago. Not good.
Yeah, I did too.
Not good at all. Well, although sweet Shining reference in the opening sequence. Riding this trike down the hallway.
That's right.
But Andy, do you remember the Carmen Sandiego cartoon?
I mean, I remember it from earlier.
Earlier today when you were looking things up.
No, I just remember it being the game show or it being the cartoon. Oh, game.
Okay, so honestly, my favorite ones were DuckTales and Tailspin.
There it is. Okay.
I remember the Gummy Bears had a theme song.
Gummy Bears.
Bouncing here and there and everywhere.
Hurry, fetch, that's me young bear.
They're the gummy. Sorry.
I should have let you take it, then it could have come in on the ooh.
Gummy Bears also had a sweet key change.
Yeah, it's true. And the it has this whole musical interlude in it that's all like a very obvious synthesizer where it's like whoa 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 like very clearly a keyboard.
Caring, courageous and caring.
Faithful and friendly with stories.
Stories. I remember something about...
Don't worry, guys. I will be playing this one. Gummy Bears
marching along as their song.
See, I don't even remember the cartoon. I just remember it was there.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was just gonna say. Like, Gummy Bears had an amazing song. I don't remember much of the cartoon, but the other two, Tailspin and DuckTales. Oh my gosh, great song, great cartoons. And I'm gonna want one more into this. One more to this group.
Is it Bonkers?
Is it Darkwing Duck?
No, I've never seen Darkwing Duck.
What?
What?
Dangerous.
That was like the DuckTales spinoff.
Right. I've
never seen it?
Not a single episode.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you. It's what?
Gizmo Duck and...
Jordan can't handle this information.
Yeah,
I don't know what the fuck to do with you anymore.
I don't understand how you've not seen it, and I have. I was like way too old to be watching fucking Darkwing Duck.
Oh my god, Darkwing Duck was my jam in fucking 3rd grade.
So I'll throw that on here too, but that's not the one I was gonna say.
Darkwing Duck's a solid one. This episode's gonna be 9 hours long.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
a good one.
Yeah, like this whole cluster right here: DuckTales, Tailspin, Gummy Bears, Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing Duck is the best. DuckTales is second best.
Might as well just go ahead and throw Goof Troop on there for the whole Disney afternoon.
Goof Troop can
Goof
F
Troop
off.
wasn't that great of a theme song, though.
Goof Troop.
Yeah, it was. It was fun.
I mean, I'll throw it on there for you right here, right now.
It made a great
Nobody
movie,
knows
though.
what the fuck Daring Do is. It's the stupidest word, stupidest thing to put in there.
I got one.
All right, what do you got?
Do you guys remember the Ghostbusters theme song? No, not that Ghostbusters. Not the one you're thinking of.
Not the real Ghostbusters.
Right, the one with the two dudes and the giant ape.
The whole reason that they had to call the Ghostbusters cartoon the real Ghostbusters?
Yes. It was
What?
really yes.
Yeah, there was another
No, so hold on. This actually has a fun story.
Wait, hold on. Time out, Jordan. I need to ask you right now. Like, is this an actual theme song pick for you? Like, am I plugging this in?
Yes,
Okay.
you are. Yes, you are.
All right.
Yes, you are.
Take it away.
So in the 70s, there was a live-action TV show called Ghostbusters, and it was two dudes and a giant ape, and they went around and just hunted for ghosts. And you can go on YouTube and look up Ghostbusters 1970s television show, and the theme and the opening sequences on there. And then in the early 80s, after Dan Aykroyd and after the Dan Aykroyd Bill Murray movie came out, Harold Ramis movie came out, Filmation, who did the He-Man cartoon, decided to capitalize and made a cartoon called Ghostbusters, which was actually a sequel to the 1970s live-action show where it was two dudes and an ape, but the two dudes were like the sons of the two dudes from the live-action show. And they had like this whole really weird dichotomy. Like they just lived in this house that had this magical basement and a ghost car that drove/flew them to all of the ghost busting fights that they needed to go to.
Okay, speaking of ghost busting, what
Makes
about
you feel good.
like Scooby Doo movies and 13 Ghosts of Scooby Doo?
No, there was more than that.
Yeah, there's like 19 Scooby Doos.
Well, I know, but those three are the ones I loved.
I only put one of them on there, so if you're
I always go with the original, like
Scooby Doo movies. Scooby Doo Doo.
Scorby Dorby Dor.
For you, couldn't do a show.
Yeah, I was waiting for someone to get Scooby Doo on this list.
Well, I'm always favorable to the original Scooby Doo.
That's the one I'm putting on. That's the best one.
Well, but the Scooby Doo movies, like the whole episodes, the songs in them were great.
Well, especially like if they had a musical guest, like Davy Jones or Mama Cass,
or freaking
Harlem Globetrotters.
What's his name? The Snowman.
the musical guest.
Olaf.
Snowman from Smokey and the Bandit. Fuck.
Josh Gad.
Yeah, he was in the Scooby Doo movie.
No, goddamn.
What about those episodes of the Scooby Doo movies?
The guy that wasn't Burt Reynolds and Smokey and the Bandit.
Oh, friggin'
Tom DeLuise?
No.
The
country singer, Fred the Basset Hound's owner.
Oh,
fuck.
What the hell's his name?
Wasn't he the dude that he's the dude that sang Pretty Mary Sunlight, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's the song I was thinking of.
Jerry Reed.
Jerry Reed.
Oh gosh.
Well, hold on. Let me see if I can. Let's see. All right, there. Scooby Doo, Where Are You? Then there was We Got It All Together for a Brand New Show. And then there was, then there was the Scooby Doo movies. I think that came out shortly after that. And then wasn't there the one with, didn't Scrappy Doo come out after that?
Yeah.
Fuck
I don't know if it was
Scrappy-Doo.
after that. But
I never minded Scrappy Doo.
You're the only one.
Oh, look at Jordan on his high horse. I never minded Scrappy Doo.
Whatever. It was what it was.
Jordan's a Scooby Doo hipster.
What I did mind though was like towards the late 70s and the early 80s when they were like, you know what, we're gonna have Scooby Doo and Shaggy, but we're gonna get rid of all the other guys and the monsters, and they're just gonna be in zany situations. Like that was dumb.
I don't remember that at all. That must not have done very well.
No, it was one of those like 30-minute shows, but it was just two 15-minute shorts. And like there was one where they accidentally became chefs on a train.
No, we've accidentally become chefs.
Right. So like again,
I accidentally built a shelf.
Nah. No. It was supposed to be a pool table. It was weird. God, I'm trying to. Then there was the 13 Ghosts of Scooby Doo.
Not to be confused with the MTV produced movie 13 Ghosts.
Yeah. Oh man, could you imagine that matchup?
I saw that movie. I was like, so when does Scooby Doo show up?
No,
he doesn't.
I really liked the
Scooby
Doo Mysteries Inc. cartoon that came out like 5 years ago. That was a really good show.
I started watching that one.
You should finish it because it ends really well.
Oh.
They all die.
No, actually, the opposite. They all live.
What? I don't. Well, thanks for ruining the ending for me.
What's the prequel show? It takes place before the original show.
Just for once, I would like the twist where they all die in the prequel. I don't know how this works, but somehow it does. I got a cartoon for you.
Then the time stone is used to bring them back to life.
Oh, spoilers, Josh. So let me ask you if anyone remembers this. It was a cartoon I was wildly obsessed with for like a 3-month period. Does anyone remember SWAT Cats?
Yes.
The theme song was so good.
Was it? It was Razor and T-Bone were their names.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember that.
And they had a jet, and they would save the day. Like something would happen in every episode, but they couldn't use their jet. But then at the end, they're like, "We can use the jet," and then they go and save the day with the jet. It was a Tomcat F-14.
Mm-hmm.
But the theme song was way cool. Once again, way cooler than the actual show. Had some sweet guitar riffs, and it was an instrumental. But
does anybody remember Botsmaster?
No.
Nope.
All right, don't bother putting that one in. We'll let the listener go and look that one up.
Let's do the deep cut.
Yeah.
Listener homework.
Speaking of deep cuts, does anyone else remember the Defenders of Dynatron City?
The name sounds familiar. Does it have a theme song? Am I plugging that in?
I can't remember the theme song at all. I barely remember watching half of an episode, but I distinctly remember one of the female heroes having a buzzsaw for legs.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I know.
What about Josie and the Pussycats? Josie and the Pussycats.
Tails and ears for hats. Oh man, that's what I was saying when we were talking about Scooby Doo. Like, what about the Scooby Doo
Josie and the Pussycats?
Josie and the Pussycats was good. Shut up.
And fucking Jabberjaw.
I'm not putting Jabberjaw on this damn list. No.
What about Magilla?
Yes.
No.
Gorilla for sale. What about whenever the Scooby Doo movies started to cross the streams with other Hanna-Barbera cartoons? So Josie and the Pussycats would show up in Scooby Doo. And so would Speed Buggy.
Speed Buggy and Scooby Doo and Jabberjaw.
But
yeah.
Speed Buggy and Jabberjaw were just Scooby Doo.
I know. They all had a Shaggy-like character.
Whoa. Hold on. Jabberjaw was one of the Stooges.
Yeah, it was curly, but like it was like the same setup as Scooby Doo. It's so weird.
They did a lot of drugs in the 70s.
I feel like their pitch sessions were very lazy. Well, we took Scooby Doo and made him a shark, but he sounds like Curly, and he goes, whoa, 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 whoa.
What about all right, the show. I got a cartoon idea for kids. It's about a detective, but he's only an inch tall, and it's called Inch High Private Eye.
Wait, is that a real thing?
Yep.
Sounds like a small dick.
Yeah.
I'm not looking at that theme song.
Oh man, I'm so happy.
No, man. Like it was funny, and then it just got funnier.
Let me ask you this. Does anyone... I don't know if this is a deep cut or not, but does anyone remember the Heathcliff cartoon?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah!
Something to rise the neighborhood.
Yeah,
That's all I remember.
It was so catchy.
What? I feel like we're obviously forgetting like Looney Tunes and Merry Melodies.
Yeah, but isn't
the merry-go-round broke down?
Yeah, I'm not putting that one in.
What about one I had down was Tiny Toons?
Yeah.
That's a good one too.
Tiny. They're
Tuna.
toony.
Oh.
And what about the Animaniacs?
Right?
They're
They're Animaniacs.
I met Rob Paulson at Dragon Con a few years back, and he signed.
His name is Robert Paulson.
What the fuck was that?
Fight Club reference.
Oh.
But he signed my Animaniacs season 1, and like he was talking like Yakko as he was signing it, and like it made me happy. But at the same time, I'm like, dude, you don't have to put on the show for me. Like,
no, I think
already
he just sounds
you're
like
cool.
Yakko.
No, like he was purposefully trying to, or he's like, I mean, I can't do a Yakko impression, but as I was walking up, I had the DVD in my hand. He's like, "Whoa, look what do we got here!" Like I told you, I can't do a Yakko impression.
You were right. But real quick, all of these lines of Tiny Toons and Animaniacs, I just want to lump, much like we did with the Disney ones, I want to lump in Freakazoid.
Ooh, okay.
Because that theme song is also awesome.
Freakazoid.
I think that's one of those few that the song's better than the show. Like I liked Freakazoid as a kid, and I went back and rewatched it a few years ago, and it didn't hold up.
There's some episodes that are great,
like Candle Jet.
And there goes Jordan. You can't say it. No, there's one. Like I remember this one episode where there was big. Oh, you just realized the whole episode was a Con Air reference. They were transporting all the bad guys, and like they crashed on an island, and it was hilarious.
Did the Beetlejuice cartoon have a theme song?
Yeah, and it was really good.
But it was really just like the Beetlejuice theme, basically.
Actually,
like,
I went back and rewatched the first season of that cartoon about a year ago, and surprisingly, that cartoon holds up very well.
Even though it had actually
nothing to do with like the film, but
yeah, it's like hanging out with Lydia.
Pretty good. Yeah.
So, she has a weird red spider web dress, but like
there's also a lot of
point, like, that's just the movie theme song, much like Batman the Animated Series was just the movie.
Yeah.
Theme song.
Yeah, but man, that Danny Elfman score is so good.
For which one?
Yes. All like just any time Danny Elfman decides to do a score, it's good.
Let's see. I had Pokemon. Come on, gotta catch them all.
I want to be the very best.
That one's a good one.
Like no one ever was. A Heart So True. Come on, now that was an emotionally charged theme song.
Not even joking. Like around the time Pokemon Go came out, so like last year.
It was like 2 years ago.
Oh yeah.
At least.
What was it?
2016.
Yeah, I think it was 16.
Wow. Time flies when time flies.
Catching Pokemon.
You're having fun.
But no, my kid, that show was on Netflix, and my kid would watch it a lot because he went through the typical Pokemon phase. And oh my gosh, you're right. That was like, I may have got a little dusty in the eyes over that theme song. It was really good.
Does anybody remember the Dragon Ball Z theme song?
I was just trying to think of what the hell it was.
It was instrumental, and I think it was like this just rocky guitar and
Goku riding a cloud.
Yeah. Oh man.
With the fuck, what's the dragon's name? Show
Well,
me, pal.
I'm sure
Punk
none of you
pal.
watched Sailor Moon, but I wrote down Sailor Moon.
Sailor Moon was the guy that did the Touch and Dare.
What?
Yeah, I just read that.
Stan Bush?
Yeah.
Chelsea was a big fan of the Sailor Moon theme song.
I was huge into Sailor Moon. The theme song was so like, yeah. Good stuff.
Was it Fighting Evil by Daylight?
No,
just-
it's
no.
Evil by Moonlight, winning love by
Moonlight, yeah.
Moonlight.
Yeah.
Never running from a real fight.
I just could never figure out which one was Sailor Moon. They all look the same to me.
The one with the two pigtails.
So you know what bugged me
Racist.
about the show?
What?
This is what bugged me about the show. So it was Sailor Moon, and then she had like Sailor Saturn and Mercury and Jupiter and so on, like all the other. So all the other.
Blue?
And then
Right.
Sailor Odin came in and just slaughtered everybody.
Well, no, like Sailor.
Sailor Odin?
I wish. That's the wrong mythology. Gosh.
just Odin wearing a blue dress.
It's no, like all the Sailor
Sailor Thor.
Scouts were planets, and then Sailor Moon was just a moon.
Yeah,
Like-
because she's like the big one.
Yeah,
She's
but
a-
it's a
she's
fucking
a
no. The
satellite.
planets are bigger than moons. Like why?
Yeah, from our perspective, Jordan,
Yeah.
She's just a satellite.
this cartoon was made before we had telescopes.
No, it was.
I don't think so.
No, it's true. Look it up. Look it up.
No, I'm not gonna bother with that one.
Fine.
Oh, because she's really a queen, like, eventually.
Yeah, but why does she only have a moon when everyone else has a planet? I don't understand that. And then, like, anytime I say that, right? Yeah, but anytime I ask, I'm like, she only has a moon. She's on. Yeah. Do you know how many moons a planet has?
Ours has one. That one.
Exactly.
Yeah, ours
She
has
is the one.
Saturn,
Sailor
Saturn
Moon.
like Saturn and Jupiter have like 90 moons.
They've got their own Sailor Moons.
So
I
yeah.
forgot what I was gonna say.
So why isn't there Sailor Earth?
Oh, I remember what I was gonna say.
Is it why isn't there a Sailor Earth?
No, because Jordan prefaced this whole rant with every time this comes up. Jordan, how often is this coming up in your life?
You'd be surprised. It's come up more times than I'd like care to admit.
Well, good. I'm glad I've done my part.
Listen, guys. I get into some weird fucking conversations at work whenever some certain people come in my store.
I can't remember why. Like, I feel like there's a reason there's not a Sailor Earth. I mean, like, because the manga is really like involved. Like, the mythology behind this story is like super involved.
So speaking of weird things, the old guy I was working with today is a brony.
Oh, you gonna put My Little Pony on here?
No, I'm not.
My Little Pony.
The original one?
He was
You know the
he
new
was
one's
listening to
theme song wise.
Japanese girl metal all day. I wanted to freaking start the
metal?
helicopter and just slam my head into the rotor system.
Hey, Josh, you want to hear something funny? You know who's way into the Japanese girl metal? You ready for this? Rob Zombie.
Well, he sponsors that one band, but
Baby
Is
metal?
that the theme park review
Yeah.
guy?
Yeah.
Don't talk about him. He'll block us right now.
We probably already are blocked. And then
No, we're
we've
not.
just been unblocked. And then we've been blocked again.
Double block.
I've done that.
There was
before.
one day where I was
I
followed,
did that.
unfollowed, followed again, and then blocked. I
Oh,
have
that
no idea what I
happened to
did.
the Disney hipsters.
I did that to my ex-wife on Facebook. I sent her a friend's request and then blocked her as soon as she accepted. It made me feel really good.
I have one more on my list that hasn't been mentioned yet.
All right.
Is it Gummy Bears?
No, we mentioned Gummy Bears. I'm not going to plug it in again right here. Shit, I am, aren't I? No, I'm not.
You really should.
Damn it. Anyway, the one I had mentioned that
Is it the Winnie the Pooh cartoon?
That was on mine. I'm not even kidding. Because every morning I get that theme song in my head to this day all the time because it starts with that gotta get up, gotta get going. So like getting up in the morning, it pops
Winnie
into
the
my
Pooh
head.
Bear.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that's on the list.
Pooh Bear. It's me and it's you.
All right, Jake, what was yours?
Muppet Babies.
That was on my list.
Ooh, yeah, it's a solid
at the
one.
end of my list.
When your room looks kind of weird.
I remember the cartoon. I don't remember the theme song at all.
Muppet Babies.
Make our dreams come true.
I just remember the
everybody
song.
at once. Let's go.
I just remember the song they sang in Muppets Take Manhattan.
Do the same for you.
That's a really great song from Muppets Take Manhattan, but I'm not plugging it in here. When they were all babies, wasn't that song like the inspiration for the Muppet Babies cartoon? Just because they were
I think
babies?
it was.
Yeah.
I think it was.
I think they had the same outfits and everything in that.
I'm
they
just going
do.
to pretend it was, even if it wasn't.
That cartoon gave birth to Skeeter.
And then they got rid of Skeeter.
Skeeter.
Skeeter never crossed over into the.
Doug.
Hey, that's on my list.
Wait,
What do you mean, nah? You know you're singing the Doug theme song right now.
Doug had a theme song?
Yeah.
Wait, were we talking Disney Doug or Nickelodeon
No,
Doug?
there is no Disney Doug.
Doug ended in what, 98?
There is only Nickelodeon Doug.
I swear I saw him at Disney
No.
theme parks.
Never happened.
Oh, what about Kim Possible?
Kim.
What about Phineas and Ferb? How are we missing Phineas and Ferb?
Okay, guys, okay, stop.
Call me, beat me if you want to reach me.
Wait, what was that one?
Impossible.
Am I putting that one on here?
Yeah, right after Phineas and Ferb.
Nope, it's going before. Because, Phineas and Ferb.
I just can't wait until I hear my cell phone ring.
Did you guys know there's 104 days of summer vacation?
What about Recess? It was all
Recess, no one should.
I never liked Recess.
Wait. Hold on. Annie was not singing the Recess song. You were singing Heathcliff.
I forget what the Recess theme song was.
It's
to find out.
School's out for summer.
That's Alice
In Wonderland.
Wonderland.
That's Alice in Cooperland.
Just making barrels all over the place. That's what a Cooper does.
Wait, how has nobody mentioned the Ninja Turtles theme song?
I was going to ask that. There's another one.
Yeah, I have a why has no one mentioned one too.
Yeah, there's one big one that no one has mentioned.
I know which one that one is.
What? We almost mentioned it.
Count Duckula.
What? No.
Oh.
Do you want to put that one in? I don't want to put. I mean, we can, but if.
Whatever. No.
Count Duckula.
You don't know what Count Duckula is? It was weird.
It was really weird.
It was a British duck vampire.
It almost looked like a DuckTales spinoff, but like way lower quality. And then you're like, no, this has nothing to do with DuckTales.
No, it was a British cartoon. And
I'm not putting it in.
Like Danger Mouse and shit like that.
Yeah.
Can we put Danger Mouse in here?
Did it have a good theme song?
Yeah, it was British.
What was the theme song for Danger Mouse?
I don't remember.
What was the theme song I was asking about in the first place? Oh, Recess.
Yeah, I wrote it down. I'll plug it in. I got you. I have no idea what it is.
Is that what it is?
So what are we missing here?
Teenage.
Well, okay. I feel like from here on out, I'm not going to put any of these in because like everyone's going to know them right off the bat. And well, maybe I'll plug this one in. We mentioned it earlier. No one mentioned the theme song to it, but X-Men.
That is a good one.
I don't know the theme song to that.
It's another instrumental. Yeah, it's that over and over. But it would get you so pumped to watch the show. The 90s and 80s were really good at getting you pumped to watch the show. And then you would watch the show. X-Men was a good cartoon, though.
There was that TV show that came out on Fox last year called The Gifted that took place in the X-Men universe. And that song was the ringtone on one of the characters' phones.
Ooh.
Yeah, I thought it was a nice little touch.
Going through my list here. Hold on a second. All right, yeah. So I only have like one more, the big obvious one.
What is it? I'm curious.
I'm not gonna plug it in because everyone's gonna be like, "Oh yeah." I'll give you a hint. It's a Danny Elfman venture.
Oh, okay. I know what it's gonna be.
Anyone else?
No, I'm trying to think. I mean, aside from the Batman.
Can I say?
Yeah, you say it.
Simpsons.
Yep.
Oh, damn. All right.
But that's just the apartment the apartment song.
It's the Simpsons theme song.
But
Yeah.
the song's from the TV show The Apartment.
Yeah, but nobody cares about that.
It's the same.
Song, everyone's going to be like, this is Simpsons theme song, written by Danny Elfman.
But
the guy from Boingo Boingo.
There's
when
still
Brian,
an obvious
when Brian Setzer plays it, it's the apartment theme song.
Wait, what's the other obvious one?
There is one that I can't believe no one mentioned, which is Captain
Family
Planet.
Guy?
Did Captain Planet have a theme song?
Yeah, he's a hero.
It's going to take pollution down to zero.
My God, that has a fantastic theme song. Are you kidding me?
I never watched Captain Planet. Josh would make
Neither
fun of me
did
if
I. That's why it wasn't on my proper list.
I hate Captain Planet because all the bad guys sucked. They're just.
I didn't like the show at
They're
all.
just
Theme song.
stupid losers.
Not even good bad guys. I'll put Captain Planet.
It's like got the one guy peeing in the pool, and Captain Planet comes and stops him. And...
Does that count as pollution?
Yeah.
Pollute a lot. I got nothing else on my list.
Flintstones, Jetsons.
Oh, okay, well, yeah, those.
No.
Those were not on my list. I do love the Jetsons theme song a lot.
And Flintstones, it's Flintstones.
What about the original Family Guy cartoon called Wait Till Your Father Gets Home?
What?
Yeah, in the 70s, there was I think it was late 70s. There was a cartoon from Hanna-Barbera called Wait Till Your Father Gets Home. And when you watch it, it's like, man, this is like a 1970s version of Family Guy. Like it not as raunchy, but just like the setup with fat dude as a dad, a fairly attractive wife, and 3 kids. One is a baby.
Dude, have you guys seen F is for Family on Netflix?
No.
It's Bill Burr's cartoon. The theme song to that is freaking awesome.
Wait Till Your Father Gets Home has an eerily similar animation style, but from the 70s. That one's new.
Aqua Teen.
What about the Jackson 5 cartoon?
Wait, I'm not putting that on this list. Did Aqua Teen have a theme song?
Yeah. Are you kidding?
Yeah. I watched this so much.
My name is.
Oh, yeah.
The black ruler, the old schooler. I'll bring it to you.
Yeah.
Like my method of just quietly not saying the words I don't know.
I was very fooled.
Did C-Lab 2020 have a theme song?
Underneath the C-Lab, underneath the water.
Oh, I'm not going to plug this one in, but does anyone remember the Real Adventures of Johnny Quest theme song? Like when they re-released Johnny Quest in like 96 or 97?
Yeah, that was just instrumental too, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it was so cool.
I don't
Look it up.
remember it.
I'm not going to put it on
that's just going to lead me into the Venture Brothers.
I miss cartoons.
It's a gateway.
Okay, now we're just naming cartoons.
But
These theme songs have no emotional impact on us anymore.
So that's our show?
I think that's going to be our show.
Good.
By the way, I have such a huge list to plug into this. I'll do my best, guys.
That's all we ask.
That's all anyone can do.
Don't do your best, do my best.
All right, so you're not plugging anything in?
Eat it, Josh.
No, thanks.